That slight puffiness around your eyes in the morning, is it just a bad night's sleep, or is it something more? What about that sudden wave of fatigue that hits you around 3 in the afternoon, or the dull, persistent ache in your lower back after you've been sitting for a while? Many of us dismiss these things as just part of getting older. We tell ourselves we just need a better night's sleep or a new office chair. But what if these are actually quiet warning signals from your body, gentle nudges from your kidneys indicating that rising creatinine and a declining GFR are becoming a real concern? You've probably heard the standard advice from your doctor: drink more water, watch your salt. And that's good advice, but it's often incomplete. It misses the nuances, the critical details that can make a world of difference. You might be following that advice diligently, yet the fatigue, the aches, and the puffiness persist. It can feel like you're doing everything you're supposed to do, with very little to show for it. What if the timing and the sequence of your morning routine matter more than anyone has ever told you? Today, we're going to move beyond the generic advice. We will explore 5 morning habits designed to support your kidneys, improve your GFR, and help you reclaim your energy. We'll be counting them down from 5 to 1 because the last one, our ultimate revelation, is connected to a stunning research finding that is so simple, yet so powerful, it could fundamentally change the way you start your day. You absolutely need to stay for this one. So if you're ready to learn some actionable strategies, make sure you're subscribed to our channel. Just a quick important reminder, all the information shared today is for educational purposes. Everyone's health situation is unique, so please consult your doctor or healthcare provider before making any significant changes to your diet, exercise, or health regimen, especially if you have pre-existing conditions or are on medication. Our goal is empowerment through knowledge, so you can make the best choices for your unique situation. All right, let's begin. Our foundational habit number 5, waking up your kidneys. Have you ever woken up feeling stiff, almost like your whole body has been in storage overnight? You're not imagining it. After hours of lying still, your circulation becomes sluggish. This affects your whole body, but it's a particular challenge for your kidneys. These incredible organs are tucked away in your lower back, and after 8 hours of inactivity, the blood flow to them can become slow and stagnant. They've been working all night filtering waste, but without movement, they haven't had the fresh, oxygen-rich blood they need to function at their best. Many people think that a morning routine needs to be intense to be effective. They imagine jogging or a full-blown workout. But for your kidneys, the opposite is true. Intense exercise can actually be a form of stress, while gentle, targeted movement acts like a dedicated spa treatment for these vital organs. Therefore, our first foundational habit isn't about breaking a sweat. It's about a gentle, purposeful awakening. To truly grasp how this works, let's use an analogy. Imagine your kidneys are like 2 hard-working kitchen sponges that have been sitting in a bit of dirty water all night. In the morning, you wouldn't just throw more dishes at them. The first thing you'd do is pick them up and give them a gentle squeeze under fresh running water to clear them out and prepare them for the day's work. Gentle morning movement is that squeeze for your kidneys. It wrings out the stagnant, deoxygenated blood and allows fresh, oxygen-rich blood to flow in, revitalizing them from the inside out. This simple act helps your kidneys start the day refreshed and ready, rather than sluggish and overworked. So, what does this look like in practice? It's simpler than you think. I'm talking about 10 to 30 minutes of slow, controlled stretches you can do right in your living room. A massive meta-analysis that looked at 78 different studies found that people who incorporated regular physical activity had an 18% lower risk of developing chronic kidney disease. That is a significant number, and it starts with gentle consistency. 2 of the most effective movements are the cat-cow stretch and the seated spinal twist. For the cat-cow, you simply get on your hands and knees. As you inhale, you let your belly sink down and look up like a cow. As you exhale, you arch your back up toward the ceiling like an angry cat. This simple flowing movement provides a gentle massage to your entire back, including the area where your kidneys sit, encouraging that vital blood flow. For the seated spinal twist, you sit cross-legged on the floor. Place your right hand behind you and your left hand on your right knee and gently twist your torso to the right. Hold for 30 seconds, breathing deeply, then repeat on the other side. This twisting motion specifically targets the kidney area, helping to push out old blood and draw in new. Now, when it comes to any new physical activity, it's especially important for us to approach it with awareness. If this involves a new exercise routine, please remember to start gently and listen to your body. These stretches are wonderfully adaptable for consistent, gentle progress. And as always, it's wise to discuss any significant changes with your doctor, especially if you have ongoing health considerations. By incorporating this foundational habit, you're not just stretching your back. You're giving your kidneys the morning wake-up call they desperately need to protect you for years to come. Our lifestyle shift number 4, the gentle morning beverage. What's the very first thing most of us reach for after waking up? For millions, it's the rich aroma and comforting ritual of a cup of coffee. It feels like the key that starts our engine for the day. But when our kidneys are already under stress, that morning ritual might be asking them to run a sprint before they've even had a chance to stretch. The challenge with that morning cup isn't that coffee is inherently bad, but it's about timing and its specific effects on a body that is just emerging from a state of dehydration. After a full night's sleep, your body is naturally low on fluids. Caffeine is a diuretic, which means it signals your kidneys to expel more water. Therefore, right when your kidneys need to rehydrate and gently flush out the waste that has accumulated overnight, that first cup of coffee is actually pulling precious water out of your system. This forces your kidneys to work harder, concentrating the urine and putting extra strain on their delicate filtering mechanisms. On top of that, caffeine can cause a temporary spike in blood pressure, which adds more stress to the tiny, sensitive blood vessels within your kidneys. To understand this better, let's use an analogy. Think of your kidneys in the morning as a dry, thirsty garden. The soil is parched after a long, hot day without rain. The first thing that garden needs is a gentle, steady soaking of pure water to replenish the moisture deep in the soil and revive the plants. But starting your day with a strong cup of coffee is like trying to water that thirsty garden with a salty brine. Not only does it fail to provide the pure hydration needed, but it actually draws more moisture out of the soil, leaving the garden even more stressed and parched than before. This lifestyle shift is about choosing to give your garden that pure, life-giving water first. This is where a simple, strategic swap can make a world of difference. Replacing that first cup of coffee with a clean, kidney-supportive herbal tea can change the entire tone of your morning, from one of stress to one of support. Two fantastic options are nettle tea and dandelion root tea. Nettle tea is an unsung hero in the world of kidney health. It contains natural compounds that are known to support kidney function and help reduce inflammation. It has a pleasant, earthy taste and feels deeply nourishing. Dandelion root tea acts as a gentle, natural diuretic. Now that may sound contradictory, since we just talked about caffeine being a diuretic. The difference is in the effect. Dandelion root helps your kidneys flush toxins, but does so without the harsh, dehydrating jolt of caffeine. It supports the flushing process, rather than forcing it. The key here isn't about quitting coffee forever. It's about being strategic. The goal is to make this shift gradually. This week, try replacing just that first cup of coffee with an herbal tea. See how you feel. Next week, maybe you'll find you enjoy it so much you'll replace two. By making this gentle switch, you give your kidneys a break from substances they have to fight against, and instead provide them with compounds that gently support their vital work. Our nourishing strategy number 3, the Kidney Smart Breakfast Blueprint. After a night of fasting, your body is primed for nutrients. The first meal of the day sets the stage for your energy levels, your blood sugar, and crucially, the workload your kidneys will face for the next several hours. Most of us grab what's quick and easy, a bagel, a bowl of sugary cereal, a muffin. But these convenient choices can be a declaration of war on already stressed kidneys. The difficulty with these convenient choices is that they cause a rapid spike in blood sugar. This forces your kidneys to go into overdrive to filter out the excess glucose from your blood. At the same time, these processed foods are often loaded with inflammatory compounds, hidden sodium and phosphorus, all of which add to your kidneys' burden. Therefore, a truly kidney-friendly breakfast isn't about eating less. It's about being incredibly smart with your choices within the first hour of waking. The Karolinska Institute in Sweden conducted a massive study. following over 2.7 million people, and found that those who ate specific combinations of nutrients had a 21 to 22% lower chance of developing chronic kidney disease. This underscores just how powerful your breakfast plate can be. Let's think about this with an analogy. Imagine your kidneys are a highly specialized mail sorting facility that works 24/7. A typical sugary, processed breakfast is like dumping a dozen unsorted, unlabeled, and oversized packages onto their conveyor belt all at once. The system gets overwhelmed, alarms go off, and everything slows down as the workers struggle to deal with the chaos. But a kidney-smart breakfast is like sending in neatly organized, clearly labeled packages at a steady, manageable pace. The sorters, your nephrons, can work efficiently, calmly processing everything without stress or backlog. This nourishing strategy is all about giving your kidneys that organized, manageable workload. So what does this organized meal look like? First, focus on antioxidants. Overnight, oxidative stress builds up in your body. Berries like blueberries, strawberries, and blackberries are packed with anthocyanins, which act like tiny bodyguards for your kidney cells. Half a cup gives you incredible protection while being low in sugar. Second, be smart about protein. Protein is essential, but its breakdown creates waste that your kidneys have to filter. Whole eggs are high in phosphorus, which can be tough on compromised kidneys. Egg whites, however, provide high-quality, clean protein without the extra phosphorus, making them your kidney's best friend. Third, manage your potassium. We've all heard that bananas are healthy, but they are very high in potassium. For those with kidney concerns, too much potassium can be dangerous. Opt for low-potassium fruits like apples, watermelon, or grapes to get natural sweetness without the strain. And finally, be a detective about sodium. That seemingly healthy slice of whole-grain toast can have over 200 milligrams of sodium. Your entire breakfast should ideally contain no more than 300 milligrams. This means reading labels religiously and choosing fresh, unprocessed foods whenever possible. A beautiful kidney-smart breakfast could be scrambled egg whites with a handful of spinach, a side of mixed berries, and a single slice of truly low-sodium whole-grain bread. Or perhaps a bowl of Greek yogurt with blueberries and a sprinkle of chia seeds. As you begin to build your breakfast around these principles, you'll notice that your energy levels stabilize. No more afternoon crash. That's the feeling of a body that isn't fighting inflammation, but is instead being nourished and healed from the very first bite of the day. Our powerful secret number 2, the cortisol-calming technique. From the moment your alarm clock blares, your mind often starts racing. The to-do list, the worries, the appointments. The stress begins before your feet even hit the floor. We tend to think of stress as a mental or emotional state, but it creates a powerful and potentially damaging physical reaction, and your kidneys are right in the line of fire. When you feel stressed, your body's fight or flight system kicks in, flooding your bloodstream with stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. These hormones are designed for short-term survival, but in our chronically stressed world, they are active far too often. One of their primary jobs is to redirect blood flow to your major muscles, preparing you to run or fight. And where does it pull that blood from? Organs it deems less essential in that moment of panic, including your digestive system and your kidneys. This process causes the tiny, delicate blood vessels in your kidneys to constrict, reducing blood flow by as much as 30%. Your kidneys are literally being starved of the oxygen and circulation they need to do their job, all while stress hormones are simultaneously telling them to work harder. Therefore, even if you're eating perfectly and staying hydrated, chronic morning stress can be silently undermining all your best efforts. To truly understand the impact, let's use an analogy. Imagine your kidneys are two incredibly complex and delicate water filtration plants connected to the city's main water line. Your normal, relaxed state is like having wide, open pipes allowing a steady, powerful flow of water for purification. But when the stress alarm goes off in the city, the system's emergency protocol is to immediately narrow those main pipes, reducing the flow to a trickle to conserve resources for a perceived crisis. The filtration plant is now trying to do its demanding job with a fraction of the resources it needs. The cortisol-calming technique is like having a manual override switch that tells the system there is no crisis. allowing you to fully reopen those pipes and restore optimal function. This is where a simple 5 to 10 minute breathing practice can become your secret weapon. Multiple studies on stress management have shown that diaphragmatic breathing, or belly breathing, can lead to significant improvements in blood pressure and markers of kidney function. It works by activating your vagus nerve, which is the master switch that shifts your body out of that fight or flight mode and into rest and digest mode, a state of healing. Here's exactly how to do it. Sit comfortably in a chair, with your feet flat on the floor. Place one hand on your chest and the other on your belly. Breathe in slowly through your nose for a count of 4. The goal is to feel only your belly hand rise, while your chest hand stays relatively still. Hold your breath for a count of 4. Then, exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 6, feeling your belly fall. That's it. Inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 6. This deep diaphragmatic breathing sends a powerful signal to your nervous system that you are safe. Your heart rate slows, your blood pressure lowers, and most importantly, those constricted blood vessels in your kidneys relax and open up. You can literally feel the tension melting away from your lower back. By taking just 5 minutes to do this before you dive into your day, you protect your kidneys from the hormonal onslaught of a typical rushed morning. It's a powerful secret to creating a healing internal environment before you even have your breakfast. Our ultimate revelation number 1, the 12-week creatinine drop protocol. We have finally arrived at our number 1 habit, and I've saved this for last, because it is the very definition of something that is deceptively simple, yet profoundly powerful. It's the kind of advice you've likely heard 1,000 times, but almost certainly not with the critical details that make all the difference. What if I told you that a specific way of drinking water in the first 15 minutes of your day could, on its own, create a measurable, significant improvement in your kidney health? Researchers at the University of Wollongong performed a massive systematic review, analyzing 68 controlled trials with over 2,000 participants. What they discovered was that a simple, consistent morning hydration habit lowered creatinine levels by an average of 0.43 milligram per dl in just 12 weeks. For anyone watching their creatinine numbers, you know that a drop of that magnitude is absolutely game-changing. This isn't a complicated procedure or an expensive supplement. It's a free, accessible protocol that can save your kidneys from permanent damage. You see, after 8 hours of sleeping, your body is in a state of dehydration. Your blood is physically thicker and more concentrated with waste products. When you wake up, your kidneys are facing an uphill battle, trying to filter this thick, sludgy fluid. But when you follow this specific protocol, you instantly change the game. Therefore, this isn't just about drinking water. It's about using water as a therapeutic tool at the most critical moment of the day. Let's use one final, crucial analogy. Imagine your car's engine has been sitting idle overnight in freezing temperatures. The oil inside has become thick and viscous. If you were to immediately turn the key and redline the engine, you would cause immense strain and damage. The smart thing to do is to let the engine warm up, allowing the oil to thin and circulate properly, protecting all the moving parts. Your blood is like that engine oil in the morning, thick and concentrated. Your kidneys are the engine. That first glass of room temperature water is the warming up process. It instantly thins the blood, making it easier to filter and reducing the strain on your kidneys, allowing them to perform their job effortlessly and efficiently. Starting your day with coffee or juice is like redlining that cold engine. Here is the exact protocol. It's a revelation in its simplicity. Step 1. Within 15 minutes of opening your eyes before anything else touches your lips, no coffee, no tea, no checking your phone, drink 8 to 16 ounces of water. Step 2. The water must be room temperature. This is a critical detail. Cold water can shock your digestive system, causing blood to be diverted away from your kidneys to warm your stomach. Hot water requires your body to expend energy to cool it down. Room temperature water is absorbed almost instantly, with minimal effort from your body. When this pure, room temperature water hits your empty stomach, it's like opening a flush valve for your entire system. It immediately begins thinning your blood, making it easier for your heart to pump and, most importantly, for your kidneys to filter. The waste products, including creatinine, that were stuck in the thick oil of your blood, begin to flow freely towards your bladder for elimination. Your blood pressure can drop slightly as circulation improves. Your brain gets sharper as proper hydration reaches every cell. You are setting a foundation of health that supports every single thing you do for the rest of the day. And this is why it is our ultimate revelation, because it is the single easiest and most impactful habit to adopt, and it makes every other habit we've discussed even more effective. And there you have it, the 12-week creatinine drop protocol. It's the ultimate proof that sometimes the most powerful changes come from the smallest, most intentional habits. It's the reason we built up to it as our grand reveal. So, let's quickly recap the powerful journey we've taken today. We started with our foundational habit number 5, waking up your kidneys with gentle movement. We moved to our lifestyle shift number 4, the gentle morning beverage, swapping that first cup of coffee for a supportive herbal tea. We then designed our nourishing strategy number 3, the Kidney Smart Breakfast Blueprint, to feed our bodies without stressing our filters. We uncovered our powerful secret number 2, the cortisol-calming technique, to protect our kidneys from the silent damage of stress. And we finished with our ultimate revelation number 1, the simple, scientifically backed hydration protocol that can deliver measurable results. Each of these is a stepping stone. You don't have to do them all at once. Start with just one. Master the water protocol this week. Next week, add 5 minutes of stretching. Small changes compound into powerful, lasting results. Which of these insights, perhaps it was the idea of a kidney-smart breakfast, or maybe the cortisol-calming breathwork, or even our ultimate revelation about morning water, resonated with you the most? Which one are you thinking of trying first? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please share them in the comments below. Your journey could inspire someone else. If you found this exploration of your health valuable, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps others in our community find this information. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more powerful strategies designed to help you thrive. Your health journey doesn't end here. It begins tomorrow morning with your first sip of healing water. Until next time, stay healthy, stay curious, and know that you have the power to make a difference in your own well-being.